Good morning, everyone. This is the complete walkthrough of the qualifying round played in the Big Apple 9 Hole Cup Master Division. This is a free to play walkthrough and can be done with Kingslayers, Centurions, and Luminaries. Before you continue with the video, make sure you have hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell. This way, you will get notified when I post my final round hole by hole content on Saturday. Now, this playthrough is free to play. However, there is a YOLO shot on hole number 6 where you will need a par 5 win 0 ball because I think that a Berserker just might not be able to cut it because of the low wind. And if you have been following me, part 3s are not dialed in the qualifying round due to the time constraints. However, I do have some drops and near misses that you can tweak and convert into a drop. Also, if you feel my shots are incorrect, my setup is wrong, then you do not have to follow anything I say and you may consider checking out somebody else. Now let's start with hole number 1. For hole number 1, here I'm going to start with a katana ball at complete P2 min, keeping the inner ring at the edge of the bunker, with the ball guide line going over the left side of the cup before applying spins, just like that. And then I'll be applying 1 backspin and 0.4 right side spin, which will make my ball guide line look something like that. And then once I switch to a Centurion or a Kingslayer ball, I will automatically get pushed up about 2 rings. From that position, I'm going to adjust medium distance plus 20% P3 settings. Mid plus 20 P3. As we already get pushed up after the ball swap, we don't have to apply any OP. Hit perfect, we clip the rough. And maybe the right spin was a little too much. So you can tweak 0.4 to 0.2 right spin, keeping 1 backspin intact, and you might have a chance at a drop at hole number 1. For hole number 2, here we are going to start off with a rock and a Merlin ball at complete P0 max, with the ball guide line just meeting the rough, then switch to Apocalypse. And on Merlin itself, you will be applying 1 left spin and max toss spin. Then you can swap to a Centurion or a Kingslayer ball. Adjustment will be max plus 10% P2. And then we will apply max left curl, max OP, trying to hit perfect on a slow needle. We are looking for a drive yardage somewhere around 395 to 405 yards. $403. The second shot will be played using Cataclysm level 5 plus. However, 5 and 6 do not have a good ball guideline, 7 and 8 do. So if you have a 7 and 8 cat, you are at a much more advantage here. We are going to play landing position plus added slider plus 5% P1 settings. We will have blue ring by the bunker and red ring by the rough at the same time. Then apply whatever backspin, left spin needed to have the ball guideline going to the hole. Now, the only the only mistake I make here is that I apply 1 click of overpower, which was not needed, and I bounce over the cup. So, landing position plus 1, I am playing 77% slider and 5% P1 settings. Now you see my ball is not perfectly centered. I will apply 1 click accidental OP here. See, like there. I do hit perfect. However, that 1 click of OP is gonna make me roll over the cup. Just like that. So try to center the ball more perfectly and you will have a decent chance for an eagle on a very tough par 4. Hole number 3. This is a difficult par 5, a long par 5. We are going for a safe eagle only. Half of the white ring inside the rough on left at P3 max using Apocalypse level 7. 5.3 top spin and 1.5 left spin. Adjustment max plus 10% P3. For the second shot, make sure you are packing your big dog or the Cataclysm. Center and hit perfect, no need of any overpower whatsoever. Just a regular perfect drive. 368 yards on the drive. So second shot will be once again a power wood club, Cataclysm or the big dog. In my case it is Cat level 7. He'll be applying 2 top spin and 3 left spin. And try to aim at the center of the bunker. I'm sorry, not bunker, center of the fairway. Yeah, for some reason I chose the wrong word there. Center of the fairway. Max plus 5% P3 and then inner wall left curl. Try to hit perfect. This will nicely set us up for a grizzly shot. Now, very important is to have the curved ball guideline before adding spins. So I will shortly show you what I mean. You see the ball guideline curls just like that. So that is our starting position before applying spins. And then we apply spins to have the ball guideline going half a green square to 1 green square through the hole, with the second bounce just over the inner fringe, just like that. Adjustment will be minimum distance minus 10% P2 settings, min minus 10 P2. Then all you need to do is center the ball and hit perfect. And in this case, it will nicely hit the pin dead center for a safe eagle on a very tough par 5. Hole number 4, a very easy setup. Before applying spins, have the third bounce inside the cup and then apply whatever spins needed to have the ball guideline just short of the cup. Here I keep it to the cup and you will see as a result of which I will come in a little hot and bounce off the pin. So keep it just short of the cup. Adjustment will be 1:1 plus 1 for 8.8 miles per hour. I'll be pulling 9.8 rings. There you go. Center and hit perfect. I think there's accidental one click right curl as well. So try to avoid the right curl. And if you see with that right curl, we also hit right side of the pin, not center. So center the ball and keep ball guideline just short of the pin. Adjustment 1:1 plus 1 on hole number 4. Hole number 5, here once again starting with a Merlin ball at complete P0 max, keeping half of the blue ring inside the rough on right. Then on Merlin ball itself, we apply 1 left spin and max top spin, switch to a Kingslayer ball. Adjustment will be max plus 5% P3 with a 629 push. After we adjust, we are going to pull our target to max, just like that. Then half ball left curl with circle drop over power. Perfect ball. We are looking for a drive at it's somewhere around 375 to 380 yards. And make sure you note down the drive distance because that will be used for playing the approach. 381 yards. The second shot will be played using your runner at 10% elevation P5 settings, and in case of 381 I'll be playing that 45% slider. Apply top spin, left spin as needed to have the ball guideline going over the left edge of the cup. See, just like that. Ball guideline going over the left edge of the cup. Again, for 381, I am playing 45% slider and 10% P5 settings. Straight pull. Center the ball and hit perfect. And this will nicely clip the pin for an eagle on hole 5, par 4. Perhaps the easiest par 4 on the course. Hole 6 par 5, ascend at wind here using the P5 wind 0 ball. Notice my initial position, just left of the leaves there, and then I will move 0.5 rings to the right. Apply max topspin boost, and 2 bars of right side spin. Max right curl, max OP, a power slice. Here we try to get onto either on the fairway, in the rough, or in the bunker. Our aim is to be near the pin for an albatross. Again, it's a YOLO shot. Don't expect to be on the fairway every single time. Here I am in the rough, 605 yards. Now, if you are in the rough iron shot will be played at minus 45% at rough iron school. Try to have it bounce on the fringe and use spins as necessary to have the ball guideline going just through the hole. This would approximately come to 10% of the wind as well. For 18.4 miles per hour, I came about 1.7 rings, which is near to 10% of the wind. Now the only thing is that I do not hit perfect, I hit a great left, and as a result of which I will miss left. So try your best to hit perfect if you are in the rough. If you are on EB range, I recommend playing 5% P3, 5% elevation, no spin, EB school method. You see a great left, and we missed just on the left. A perfect would have been a drop. So a YOLO shot for hole number 6, rough iron minus 45% P5, no spin method. Hole number 7, this is where I accidentally just hit live play without practice. So you can not play this one if you don't want. So I will tell you what I exactly did. I started with the rock. I saw headwind. I started with the rock at P3 max with the red ring touching the rough, and then switched to apocalypse and luminary wall. Adjustment, I think I made max plus 10% P5. And since we have a lot of topspin on the drive, 5.8 topspin, I did not apply any OP, even though I pulled into like 2 rings. Now I think I also got a glitch roll here. Yeah, so that roll will put you around plus minus 5 yards from what I am at, like 334. So you can expect to be around 340 as well. And luckily for second shot, I had the Cataclysm in the bag because Sniper would have pulled into OP. So make sure you have a cat level 5 plus. Again, 7 plus will have a better ball guideline. A quick check there, plus 11. I played this one 0% P3. And let me see if I have a slider for plus 11. Yeah, I think it was 76% slider directly from the wind charts. So 0% P3, and for plus 11 I played 76% slider. Whatever spins needed to have the ball guideline going just through the hole before circle drop overpower. And here I will also hit a terrible great left. So everything went wrong with this hole. I guess that's the part of waking up early. Hole number 8, this is a very decent look, I would say, using the Kingsler and Cat level 7 plus. 5 and 6 will try to mimic the landing position. 4 left spin, 1.5 backspin at plus 1 with the yellow ring just by the bunker. Adjustment is 1 second. It is max plus 10% P3, and then just before circle drop overpower. Now you will see the line is very good. You can play around with the backspin. I'm using 1.5. You can go maybe 1.3 to 1.2. Perfect ball. We take a very nice bounce. Seemed like it's gonna drop, but we just end up short. So you can play around with the backspin, and once again max plus 10% P3. Final hole, hole 9 par 5, a very good look at the albatross. Here I'm going to play p3 and empty position using 3 top spin and 1.5 right side spin. However, I recommend going with 2.8 top spin with 1.5 right spin. You will see it shortly why. Adjustment max plus 10% p3. Apocalypse level 8 will pull back 1 ring, Epoch 7 will pull back 0.8 rings, and Epoch 6 will pull back 0.7 rings. Max right curl, max OP on a slow needle, trying to hit perfect. We are looking for a drive yardage somewhere around 390 yards. Now you will see with 3 top spin, we were very close to the rough region there. So reduce 3 to 2.8 and you will have somewhat cushion. 390 yards on the drive. Approach shot will be played with your Cataclysm level 7 plus. You can also once again play with 5, but you don't have the good ball guideline. Without spin, have the yellow ring touching the rough fairway line on the top with the ball guideline going through the hole. Then you apply spins to have the ball guideline going 0.5 green square through hole. Adjustment will be landing position plus yardage slider minus 5% P3 settings. For plus 1, I am going to play this one 4% slider and minus 5% P3 settings. Last piece of the puzzle, just before circle break under power, and we try to hit perfect. This one will nicely hit the pin dead center for an albatross. So make your own tweaks wherever necessary, and a few drops will nicely get you through minus 15 or 16. Good luck on your qualifying rounds.